edition. We are not, as we are continuing on from Mass Effect 3, we are on Act 2. I am now on planet Tuchanka. I have already done the mission in regards to the Turian Primarch's son. We are now making our way to the opposite end in regards to continuation of the game. I have done all other available side missions that I am aware of outside of the DLC. I'm going to make sure that we don't miss any opportunities for individuals, basically like a sense of loyalty missions to be completed and done.
Edie. Once the Krogan are gone, we'll get rid of the smell.
Yes, Shepard?
Carry on.
Understood. If you wish to...
Noted.
You gotta love the Turians. After they beat you down and sterilize you, they strap a big old bomb to your planet.
I know beforehand I did talk to both the Turian Primarch as well as I did speak to Not Rex, just to make sure nothing was missed.
Look at that galaxy map.
I think the only other person
Do you know how
is
many strategy games are built from that interface?
You play strategy games.
Vega, but because it can turn into an actual relationship, I'm going to try to give some space in between
I
that.
like the feel of something solid in my hands.
Well, now that I know your weakness, we...
I believe all of these areas should already have 100%. That was why I went to the Krogan DMZ, which also has 100.
All hands, full stop! Hostiles detected at the landing coordinates.
Joker, what have you got?
Sensors show a Reaper parked at the Shroud facility. No way you're gonna be able to land a shuttle there.
Get everyone assembled in the war room. I want eyes on the Shroud.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
It is strange that they're surrounding the Shroud,
New form of Reaper
which
shuttling,
would
using
also
Shroud
lead
poison
to
Tuchanka's atmosphere.
believe that
They want to
there
fight.
may be
They just
another indoctrinated
Primarch,
individual
we need your
amongst them that knows of
That
the
could be
situation.
difficult. Our losses on Palaven have been catastrophic.
We're doing this for Palaven. No one said it would be easy.
First, it was
What do you
the
have in
Solarian's STG base.
A combined attack. Your people hit the Reaper with an airstrike. Rex, at the same
Then it
time,
was
your
the-
soldiers will be attacking from the ground.
Somehow, them being notified that the
Together, you
Turians,
can draw it away from
there
the
was a
tower.
bomb planted to Cerberus.
Yes, distraction. Small team can reach Shroud facility. Finish synthesizing cure. We'll need Eve to come with us.
We've never faced a Reaper up close like this. Everyone on board?
There's even a doubt? Let's move, Pyjack. It's time to cure the genophage.
Commander, incoming message marked urgent. I'll put it in the comm room for you.
Dalatran.
Dalatrast.
I'm sorry,
Commander
Dalatras.
Shepard, we know you've reached Tuchanka. And by now, I imagine Mordin Solus has proposed using the Shroud.
You spying on us?
Hardly. The Shroud is the only viable course of action open to you. Commander, you can't allow your misguided sympathy for the Krogan to cloud your judgment. Do you honestly believe curing the genophage will end in lasting peace?
We have to give the Krogan that chance. You can't condemn an entire race to extinction based on what might happen.
What will happen is the Krogan will reproduce out of control. We uplifted them specifically for their violent nature, not their diplomatic skills. Another war is inevitable.
What do you want, Delatras?
Years ago, our operatives sabotaged the Shroud facility to ensure what you are planning couldn't be done. Mordin will likely detect this malfunction and repair it. But if you ensure that he doesn't, then the cure's viability will be altered just enough so that it fails. No one will notice the change.
You mean trick the Krogan?
They need not be any the wiser. Let Urdnot Rex believe you fulfilled your promise.
Mordin would never stand for that.
How you deal with him is up to you, Commander. We can provide you our very best scientists to build the Crucible, and the full support of our fleets.
If I sabotage the cure.
Think about it, Commander. The choice is yours.
And they always say, dog, be your own people. I mean, it doesn't help by a lot, but I mean, oh, I clearly said I was going to change from this. Actually weighs, excuse me, weighs more. It's funny. It's probably because it's been upgraded, it has more damage right now. What I am going to do is go into the Mantis to reduce some of my recharge. So that means it's only going to do 40% worth of damage, not 60% worth of damage, which isn't. It's increasing damage by increased damage 15%, but drops the additional one by 60, which technically means the next hit's probably going to be around 50. Don't quote my math. I hate percentages. I do hope I get clowned for it.
I've ordered the clans to assemble at the Hollows. It's our sacred meeting ground.
I like the fact that after you have that call, you can't go downstairs to talk to Mordin and the female or Rex.
Krogan history filled with defining moments, most bloody. Hope this one better.
Commander, you seem troubled.
I got a message.
Rex, it's Reeve. The Reapers are already at the Hollows. Come out with guns blazing.
Hang on tight. We're heading in.
He said, "Come out, guns blazing." That is not the shotgun we need you to be holding.
Keep them away from the female.
Holding that
I'll
mess like
sort
a
out what's
pistol.
happening with the other clan.
Everyone check your targets and keep an eye on our 6. Now move!
The enemy is approaching.
Push forward. Don't let them get up here.
Whatever you do, keep them away from the female.
They're certainly relentless! More incoming!
Yeah, I didn't think that would do anything.
Only a few enemies remain.
They'll sing battle songs about this someday. Reaper blood has finally soaked our soil.
We have to get to the Shroud. The airstrike is on its way.
Female safe, Shepard. Vitals are strong.
What's a Solarian doing here? Nobody said anything about this.
Multiple Krogan. Problematic.
Who are you?
Erdnot Reeve, brood brother to our
Illustrious leader.
leader. Reeve and I share the same mother, and nothing else. For which I'm thankful. I remember what it means to be a true Krogan. We flay our enemies alive and drown them in a geyser of their own blood. We don't invite them into our home.
This Solarian is not your enemy. He's here to help cure the Genophage.
His kind gave us the Genophage. Why should we trust him? Because I do. And so will you.
Enough.
You can stay here and let old wounds fester as Krogan have always done. Or you can fight the enemy you were born to destroy and win a new future for our children. I choose to fight. Who will join me?
I will.
And so will I. Now hold your heads high like true Krogan. There's a Reaper that needs killing!
Definitely would say this is one of the few things that most people hate in the Mass Effect series itself. I'm not going to release it, even though I know everyone who's watching has already probably played the game, but we all can agree on one consensus here. No different from how
Copy that, Artemech.
the Geth
We're on our
work.
way, trying to make up
One
lost time.
mind, we all
Shepard
agree.
out.
Reed
This
isn't the
did
only
not have to go
company
this way, but the
advanced
story
the
writers
Genophage,
knew
Rex.
what they were
You'll
trying
have
to set up.
placate them somehow.
I'll demand the Council return some of our old territory. We'll need room to expand. Recapture the glory of the Ancients.
Glory of Ancients led to Krogan rebellions, countless deaths, creation of Genophage. Expansion plan, problematic.
What were the ancient Krogan like?
Tuchanka wasn't always a wasteland. In the old times, the Krogan were a proud people. We had dreams, a future to look forward to.
Until Solarian interference.
No, we destroyed Tuchanka ourselves. Technology changed us. It made life too easy. So we looked for new challenges, and found them in each other. Nuclear war was inevitable.
And now our planet is rubble. We'll need a better place to live.
I'd say helping
It's the
defeat
fact
the
that I
Reapers would be
haven't.
worth
I
it.
chose Javik to come, and he never has anything to say in regards to this. Something that the
Rex.
developers dropped the ball on.
With the Genophage cured, we'll have a lot of catching up to do.
Commander, on the shuttle, was there something you were going to say?
The Dalitras tried to cut a secret deal with me.
What kind of deal?
She said they sabotaged the Shroud years ago. The cure won't work unless we fix it.
Years ago, our operatives sabotaged the Shroud facility to ensure what you're planning couldn't be done.
And she thought we wouldn't know better?
Correctly. Would likely have fooled tests. But familiar with STG work, can adjust. Did not come this far for nothing.
You just spared our race another genocide, Commander.
I told you we could count on her. Why are we stopping?
Shoot. Edie didn't even say anything either.
Rex, you and Morden stay with Eve. It's looking ugly out here.
Will do.
What's going on up there? It's dangerous stopping like this.
How are we supposed to fight?
That Reaper will make for an imposing enemy.
It will be my first kill, but not the last. And remember to bring it back when it does.
What's happening, Shepard? We can't sit around like this.
This combustion manifold isn't going to last long. Let's get moving.
That sounds familiar.
Reapers are bigger than I thought. Not good, not good.
What's the holdup?
Road's out. The convoy can't make it through.
Turian Wing Artemek, this is Shepard. We've been delayed. Hold off your attack.
Negative, Commander. Our approach is locked. The Reaper really knows we're here.
An airstrike isn't enough against the Reaper. We must join the fight.
I don't care if we have to build a new road. We are going.
Shepard,
And I don't have neither a single anybody who's biotic. They probably could have deflected that a little bit. Them, oh, we can't get across. Also them, hey, we made it across.
Artemek, do you copy?
We have to abort, Commander. That Reaper's tearing us to pieces.
Understood. Save your pilots. We'll find another way.
Shepard, there's a
Don't
tunnel
survive.
over there.
Get to it. Rex, are you receiving this? Is everyone okay?
Yeah, just scratches. Nothing the Solarian can't patch up. They've struck made it out too.
The Turians had to call off the airstrike. We'll need a new plan for dealing with the Reaper.
Likely a trap.
First we'll have to find you. Where did you end up?
Underground. We see ruins of some kind.
Commander, that's the city of the Ancients.
How do we get out?
No maps exist. It's been abandoned for thousands of years.
You're a trailblazer, Shepard. Get through there and we'll find a place to meet up. Nothing will stop this cure.
He's not wrong.
Curious. It seems Krogan were once capable of artistic expression.
And celebrating power. Notice the obedience they show.
Always double back to make sure you never forget anything that might be fun-wise, supporting, and or story-wise. Alright, so we're back at where we jumped down.
More tremors. That was more than a naturally occurring quake.
Rex, are you guys feeling these tremors?
Not up here.
It could be something else, Commander. It is said that Kalros, the mother of all Thresher Maws, lives in this region.
Which is another reason to get your ass out of there, Shepard. Step on it.
Kalros, the mother of all Thresher Maws. Sounds troubling.
Krogan don't usually name Thresher Maws. This must be an unusual specimen.
I mean, they clearly said it was the mother of all. You know what? Y'all heard what they said.
Kalros, I would guess. Impressive.
Likely not to scale either. Perhaps we should leave this area.
I don't know, idiot. Sounds like for the first time I'm hearing a sense of fear in your Matrix.
There are bound to be more than just the ones we killed. Rex, we've got Rachni here. Keep an eye out.
I know. A few of them just attacked us. All that matters is getting to that shroud. Find us fast.
Daylight detected ahead. Curious. It was assumed that any notable location on Tuchanka had been destroyed.
Remnants of a failed species.
No. Well, there's his commentary.
Rex, we made it back outside.
Well, if you can see sunlight, that's progress.
And the color green. Plant life was assumed dead in this ecosystem.
You're looking at hope, all that's left of it on Tuchanka. This is once a world full of beauty. Given a chance, it can be again.
Shepard, that Reaper is still up to no good at the shroud. Find a way out of there and we'll pick you up.
We're on it.
And when we get there, vengeance will be mine.
Movement ahead!
More opportunity for a kill.
I sharpen the perimeter! Agreed. Ideal point of ambush. More enemies ahead. Careful! One of the large ones is approaching.
And he isn't alone!
The area is clear.
Shepard, how's it coming?
We're still in the ruins.
Get a move on. Dead Reaper hasn't moved, and the sky's looking worse.
Rex, you're right about Calros. She's on the move.
Yeah, we've got some ideas on that. What?
Not now, Rex. The commander has enough to worry about.
What's happening?
Some crazy idea we can talk about later. Just worry about getting out of there right now.
Stay alert. Hostile sighted.
Looks like we got a bridge up ahead. Try to find it, and we'll pick you up there.
We're a little preoccupied right now.
I didn't say it would be easy.
This is not going well.
Shepard, we're coming under the bridge. Get down here and we can get to the ship. Calros!
Rex?
Break off! We're getting out of here!
Territorial instinct confirmed.
She's not gonna get us. Go on ahead, Shepard. We'll try to shake this thing and find you.
Pressure mark getting closer.
Tell me something I don't know.
Metal in truck and excellent iron supplement for Mars diet.
Threats like that explain why there's no such thing as weak Krogan.
These Krogan seem to have only one talent: destruction. Even of their own home. The genophage was a necessity. And what is this place?
It appears to be a memorial for fallen Krogan.
Hostiles ahead.
I have them in sight.
Rex busy driving truck. Are you still alive?
Doing what we can. What about you?
Alarmed yet? Entertained. Calros is quite resistant.
Brave, stay close. Drive faster. I can smell the damn thing's breath. Shepard, we've almost lost Calros. Get down from there and we'll find you.
Oh ho ho. Barrel got upgraded. More damage.
Shepard, get over here. Make it quick, Rex. We're exposed.
Move it!
It's Kalros! Move, Shepard!
We're in. Go!
The fact the last thing he got out was
What about Reed?
No way he survived that. But he was a pain in the ass anyway. Now let's finish this. There's a Reaper waiting for us.
We no longer possess the firepower to defeat a Reaper.
Vengeance is the goal. Suicide is not.
We're curing the genophage no matter what it takes. Everything my people will ever be depends on it.
And I hope this idea you were talking about is a good one.
It was hers, actually.
Kalros. We summon her to the Reaper.
Would that even work?
Already discussed strategy. Just need to distract Reaper. Draw it from tower while Cure synthesized, released.
What makes you so sure she'll come?
Legends say she is the mother from which all other Thresher Maws spawn. This is as much her home as ours.
If Tuchanka has a temper, Kalros is it. Nobody's ever faced her and survived.
I've taken some risks in my time, but this seems crazy.
And going head-to-head with Sovereign didn't? This is the only way to get to that tower and release the Cure. There's no other choice.
But how would we summon her?
The tower was built in an arena devoted to Kalros' glory. The Solarians thought she would scare away intruders.
Appears to have worked.
There are 2 Mawhammers there, the largest in existence. If you can activate them, Kalros will come. That should distract the Reaper.
Meanwhile, laboratory nearby. We'll finish synthesizing Cure.
Let's make sure we all get out of here alive. We're gonna have one hell of a story to tell.
Wait! I want you to know that no matter what happens, you've been a champion to the Krogan people, a friend of Clan Urdnot, and a sister to me. To every Krogan born after this day, the name Shepard will mean hero. Now, let's show them why. Go! I've got this. I am Urdnot Rex, and this is my planet!
See you on the other side.
Stay alive, Shepard. We'll have Cure ready.
Let's get in there!
I took care of those right now. But someone has to raise those Mawhammers before you can use them.
We're kind of busy, Rex.
Lucky for you, I'm here. I'll handle it.
Did I go the wrong way? Maybe I'm tripping. Oh. I'm tripping, y'all. Please forgive me.
Shepard, some luck. Original strain in storage. Preparing the Cure now.
Make it quick, Mordin. They're all over us out here.
The Reaper!
Everyone all right?
Systems are intact.
I faced worse.
the giant laser.
I remember this spot.
If I was organic, it would probably burn. Just keep moving. Stick to cover.
Cover means nothing to a Reaper.
This would seem to define insanity, Shepard.
This is the easy part.
Don't stop.
Commander, this is Arkham McQueen. We'll try to get the Reaper something else to shoot.
Their timing is impeccable. Go. Let's push
You know, it
ahead.
would have been great to shoot some type of high-end fucking Phalanx missile into that motherfucker's head.
Over to the left. Where are the hammers?
This redefines insanity. Gordon, we hit the first hammer. I'm coming.
Eve's vital signs dropping. Trying to compensate.
The second hammer is on the other side.
What the fuck?
There's a Reaper in my way, Rex.
No ammo? That's crazy.
No! Get back to the truck. I'll take care of the cure.
Probably ain't heard them drums in so long. Just imagine a thrust of fucking Reaper. I'm done gonna say that building is sturdy as hell too. Well, I guess it's got a nice good iron dietary now full. Oh.
Mordin, is the cure ready? Yes, loaded for dispersal in 2 minutes. Procedure traumatic for Eve, but not lethal. Malin's research invaluable.
She's okay?
Headed to safety now. Her survival fortunate. Will stabilize new government should Rex get any ideas. Good match. Promising future for Krogan.
Damn!
Control room at top of Shroud Tower. Must take elevator up.
You're going up there?
Yes, manual access required. Have to counteract STG sabotage. Ensure cure dispersed properly.
Mordin, this whole thing is coming apart. There's gotta be another way.
Remote bypass impossible. STG countermeasures in place. No time to adjust cure for temperature variance. No other option. Not coming back. Suggest you get clear. Explosion's likely to be problematic.
You're sure you can do it?
Of course. Why I came.
Dang, I missed the trigger for that.
Someone else might have gotten it wrong. Classic bypass. Standard failsafe. Excellent work. Yes.
You have to talk yourself through the final portion.
Genophage cured. Krogan free. New beginning. For all of us.
All that talking, he could have ran straight to the elevator. I'm not even gonna lie, that Krogan armor is pretty badass. That's what they should have had Rex carrying around and being in.
A long time ago, my father betrayed me in this place. His own son. He tried to kill me, so I had to kill him. Right over there. That's what the Genophage reduced us to. Animals. But you changed that today, Shepard.
Now we'll fight for our children, not against them. It's just a pity Mordin had to die.
He wouldn't have had it any other way. And I'm sure wherever he is, he's putting in a good word for us.
We'll name one of the kids after him. Maybe a girl.
But you, Commander, we can thank you in person.
Tell the Turians I'll be deploying troops to Palaven immediately. And when you're ready to kick the Reapers off Earth, you let me know. The Krogan are back in business.
Goodbye, Commander.
What will you do now?
Spread the hope you've given us. Even now, there are clans gathering in the Kelphic Valley. I'll go speak to them and make sure this gift isn't squandered. Thank you for all that you've done. And know that Urdnot Bakara calls you a friend.
Hell of a thing you just pulled off, Commander. Curing the Genophage. I never thought I'd see the day.
Rex has agreed to help the Turians, Admiral. We should get their full support.
I take it that leaves the Solarians out of the equation.
The cost of their support was too high, sir.
Well, I'll defer to your judgment on that, Commander. Let's hope we don't need them. Hackett, out.
Commander, Urdnot Rex has begun sending troops to Palaven. You kept your end of the bargain, and now I'll keep mine. The Turian hierarchy will stand with humanity against the Reapers.
I'm glad we can help each other out. It's the only way we're gonna defeat the Reapers.
That much is certain. To that end, several dry dock ships are ready to help build the Crucible. Garrus will coordinate them.
Yes, sir.
And when the time comes to deploy it, the full measure of our fleet will be there for Earth. May the spirits watch over us all.
I'll start managing Turian support right away, Shepard. You must be exhausted. Mordin dying. It can't be easy.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
We both know
My
you
father's
need a
favorite
clear head
lines.
to win a war. There's no room for mistakes here. You should catch some shut-eye. I'll make sure Joker doesn't launch any suicide missions.
Anything happens, you let me know.
I still believe that the little boy is actually the indoctrination process trying to wiggle its final ways into his mind by putting in forcefully trying to get him to change his mind on that there's nothing he can do. Or she can do, I'm sorry.
It's open.
Shepard, there's something you need to hear.
All right.
Is this a bad time?
Thinking of some friends who aren't around, thanks to this war.
That's thanks to the Reapers, not you. Are you thinking about anyone in particular?
Kaidan back on Vermeer. He died buying us time to defeat Sovereign. Seeing what we're up against now, he might think his sacrifice was in vain.
You know Kaidan would never think that.
Yeah. That's one more reason I miss him. Didn't you have something for me?
The Solarian Counselor has an urgent matter.
Let me guess. He called the comm room.
The Council must be taking the Crucible seriously. I'll see you downstairs.
Commander, there is something we should discuss, if you are finished rewriting history.
I made my decision, Counselor. There's not much anyone can do about it now.
Yes. We're going to have billions more Krogan in the galaxy. It's a good thing you saved my life once, Shepard. Otherwise, well... I have concerns about humanity's representative, Councilor Udina. My agents have discovered that he's using his authority to move vast sums of money. For what purpose? We're not sure.
If Udina's dirty, it's best we get to the bottom of it fast.
Agreed. Come to the Citadel. We will review the evidence and discuss this in private. Valorn out.
Commander, Admiral Hackett's available on VidCom.
Commander Shepard, something you need to talk about?
Nothing more.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.
It made it seem like it was time to talk about some other shenanigans. now to update this because they don't have where you can clear everything in one fell swoop. And personally, I hate when I see notifications on here. I mean, technically, if you chose to, you could stop trying to get more war assets, but if you make sure to fill this bar out completely, you get the, I guess they call it the best ending or the most informal ending.
Commander, Admiral Hackett has requested your help with a Cerberus fighter base on Novaria.
Some type of subject line I will put, making babies. Blah, blah, blah.
The Turians have given us top-level access to their combat data. Their ships are already moving in to help the Alliance fleet. You actually secured a Krogan-Turian alliance. It's one thing to hear about Commander Shepard. It's another to see her in action.
Don't get too excited.
All right, my turn.
Never thought I'd see the Krogan and the Turians team up. Even the Reapers have to be a little nervous about pissing them off.
I'd say more than a little.
I'm sorry about Mordin.
He was a good man.
Yeah, he was always running those tests. And one time he tagged me in the middle of the night to ask how many livers humans had. And this bump on my elbow? He said it was just a mild bone deformation, but I'm pretty sure he stuck a probe in there.
Glad it was just your elbow.
I always thought he was crazy. Useful, but crazy. Then he gives up his own life.
To save the Krogan. Doesn't do much to disprove the crazy theory, huh?
I guess not. But he was one of ours.
So now that we got the Krogan and the Turians, what now?
The Krogan help us turn the tide on Palaven. They can shoot at something useful for a change.
Dig till we hit daylight, huh? Works for me.
So how does it feel knowing Krogan will be singing songs about you until the end of time? I think it would be an honor.
There's enough misery in this universe. It's nice to see something go right for a change.
Can't say I've ever really witnessed history in the making like this. Well, except for Sovereign attacking the Citadel, and then there was the Collector base, but this one felt good. And let's hope Rex keeps running the show on Tuchanka. Maybe we should hire a food taster for him. Imagine the carnage if some young, hot-headed Krogan took over.
It could happen.
I know, it's a chance we have to take, but I have to say, if it wasn't my own world that needed the help, I might have taken that Salarian deal.
I could never bring myself to do that, no matter what I was offered.
I admire your restraint, Shepard. It's nice when we can save the galaxy without destroying another race along the way.
Let's hope our luck holds.
Commander.
Let's go do all of our normal speech checks.
Commander, Chief Engineer Adams would like to speak with you down in engineering.
Any sign of life?
The Reaper destroyed by the Thresher Maw appears to be completely inert, Doctor. We would need to send in teams to be sure.
Out of the question. Tell the Krogan to stay away. Busy? I have time if you'd like to talk. In fact, I could use the distraction.
What's on your mind?
How long it took the Reapers to eradicate the Protheans, and how long they'll need for us. It took them centuries to conquer the Protheans. We're not quite so widespread, but it would still take at least 100 years. It's selfish, but I keep thinking that if we fail... I'm only 109, Shepard. I could live to see the entire cycle come to an end.
Only 109, huh?
I know. It must seem strange to complain about a 1,000-year lifespan. I used to think it was sad that most aliens live such short lives. Maybe it's not such a privilege to outlive so many. To witness so much death.
Don't drive yourself crazy about this, Liara. We're still in the fight.
Only because you're still driving it forward. We finally have other leaders on our side, but none will take us as far as you can. Sometimes I wonder how you do it.
Every time the world's about to end, I think about how mad you'd get if I didn't stop it. I don't know if I could do this without you.
Flatterer.
I try.
I'll see you soon, Shepard.
Oh, shoot. More weapon damage.
At your service.
Make sure Dr. Chalk.
I'm glad to see we have Garrus back. I wanted to help with his scars, but I think he actually likes them.
Commander.
You settling in, Javik?
I believe some of the crew wishes to be my friend. That is not my purpose here. Also, I find I need to wash my hands. The residue of the ship is strong.
How so?
I have been exploring. There are traces of those who lived on the Normandy before. I detected a human female. Her genetic structure was unnatural, as if artificially created.
Sounds like Miranda.
And a Drell. There was illness in him.
Thane.
And a Krogan who lived in his quarters. He was undergoing a metamorphosis. His memories were confused, not organic to his mind. There was great confusion and turmoil.
I still can't wrap my head around that. Reading information like you do.
For my people, it was as natural as breathing.
Evolution's an amazing force.
Our scientists believed it was the
I
only
just thought
force
about
in the galaxy
something.
that mattered. They called it
So the
cosmic
Protheans
imperative.
technically would have went extinct,
strong
fully
flourished,
extinct,
the weak
if we hadn't found
perished.
Javik.
The governments
Yet,
of your cycle seem concerned with
in
ensuring
Mass
the
Effect
survival of
Andromeda, you come
Was
across
this
the
imperative
Angara.
just your scientist's
The
opinion, or did they
Angara
prove
actually
something
have
we
the
don't know?
ability to touch
The
items
universe
to
had already
read
proven it. They only had to look around.
They call it experiencing
Extinction is the rule of law in the cosmos. The natural
a life of what they had before,
species are doomed.
It's the duty of the strong.
which is kind of how they take in information.
But those who had
Their
nothing to
ancestor,
offer would be eliminated.
a lineage,
So conflict should
or
be
a
a way
blood
of life.
lineage they can read through.
Evolution demands it.
Then you find out in Andromeda, which is a spoiler, that the Angara were actually artificially
Though I do
created,
not think your Asari approves of my beliefs.
which means that they may have the species that made
think
the
she just had a
Angara might
different
have come
idea
through the
about what
universe,
Protheans
found
are
samples
like.
of the Prothean, tried to help their numbers expand, but could not recreate a perfect Prothean and created the Angara.
She wishes me to be.
You think you'd like that? It's a whole different line of work.
I wouldn't know. Living a life of constant war. Taking life in every battle.
I see how it could be tough to see outside the box.
It is the only box I have known. It shapes me. As stone is shaped by the one who carves it, the stone has no choice in the form it will take. You and I, Commander. War is our sculptor, and we are prisoners to its design.
Maybe not much longer. We win this and we'll both be set free.
Remember this little device right here. You're gonna have to make an executive decision.
Genophage cure, huh? This beats the hell out of reporting on the Milgram City. Commander, got a minute?
What do you want to know?
You've just implemented a cure for the genophage. Millions of Krogan will start fighting the Reapers. What do you say to people who think humanity is starting another Rachni War and Krogan rebellions?
It's easy to remember the worst of Krogan history, but you also need to remember the best.
Meaning?
The Krogan were heroes once, and they want to be heroes again. We're giving them that chance.
Are you aware that Clan Urdnot is already petitioning the Council for an embassy and rights to a colony world?
The Krogan are coming to the aid of a Council homeworld. That's more than a lot of species can say. I helped them get the genophage cure. Anything more is between the Council and the Krogan.
There it is, straight from Commander Shepard. Until tomorrow, this is Diana Allers. Good night and stay strong. Okay, I'll cut that together with the rest of the segment and send it to Command for approval. Commander.
EDI doesn't pilot the Normandy, she is the Normandy.
No, she's a passenger in the Normandy, just like us. The ship was a spacefaring vessel before EDI even existed.
Engineer Donnelly is correct. The Normandy SR-2 was completely spaceworthy prior to my installation.
See, EDI agrees with me. EDI's mind and the Normandy are a whole entity now. You couldn't just move the processors in the AI core to another ship.
Engineer Adams is correct. Processes that contribute to my self-awareness are spread throughout the ship.
See? EDI agrees with me.
But unlike EDI, our brains couldn't have existed without our bodies.
That is a requisite for being organic. You have to look beyond
That's actually
it with a
incorrect.
definition
Your
of
brain would still be
Joker
present, there
pilots
just wouldn't
the
be any
Normandy.
activity.
He doesn't take over
So in the
EDI's
same
body when he
sense,
does
EDI,
that.
who
When EDI
is
controls the ship,
in
she's
the ship,
piloting, just like Joker.
as well as
EDI doesn't
on the
pilot
ship,
the
she
Normandy,
is
she
like
is
the reference of a human body and a brain. And if you
in the
remove
Normandy,
EDI,
just like
you're like
us.
removing
The ship
the
was a spacefaring vessel
actual
before EDI even
mind
existed.
of it, and it's just
Engineer
there
Donnelly is
moving.
correct. The Normandy SR-2 was completely spaceworthy.
EDI can direct
So he
the
is
Normandy
right.
with her thoughts. She sees, hears, and feels through the ship's sensor arrays. The Normandy is her body.
I've seen EDI's body, and its curves are a fine sight better than the Normandy's hull.
So what do you think, EDI?
Are we more than our thoughts?
I'm done. Any more of this and my head's gonna explode.
Commander, remember the problem I mentioned? About a core overload possibly venting into the engineering compartment? Daniels, Donnelly, EDI, and I have been brainstorming and comparing notes.
You see, the venting occurs when IES sinks are in a back cycle. At the same moment, the main core is at peak draw, such as from sustained kinetic.
What Kenneth means to say is that we're pretty sure we can make the system safer.
We just need a GX-12 thermal pipe. Unfortunately, we're cut off from Alliance supply chains. Could you keep an eye out for one the next time you're on the Citadel, Commander? I've got the specs right here.
Are these modifications really necessary?
Yes.
It's a safety issue, not exactly critical. Under extreme conditions, like heavy bombardment to the kinetic barriers while traveling at peak flight speeds, plasma can vent into this compartment.
It would vaporize anyone standing in this room?
That sounds more serious than just a safety issue.
Well, under those conditions, odds are you're about to lose the entire ship anyway.
But we want every advantage we can get, right?
I'll look for one the next time we go to the Citadel.
Thanks, Commander.
Sometimes keeping the grid balanced is pure murder.
Hey Esteban, for your shuttle being so stealthy and all, you sure do get shot at a lot.
Well, the UT-47A stealth systems only internalize heat and high-band emissions. So while few sensors can pick us up, our cover is blown as soon as someone looks up.
Time for an upgrade.
Most scanners and tracking systems don't operate in mid-range frequencies. Sure, maybe we've been shot at, but we haven't been shot down.
Yet. Lucky for us, you're almost as good a pilot as you think you are.
Well, yeah.
Stay.
There's that, too.
I really only have like 67 freaking credits. This is crazy.
Commander?
As we all know, we want to do as many side missions as possible before we kick off the next act of the game. It is going to create a lot of upside down.
I found something. Signal confirmed. Faster than light jump successful.
That's what I was looking for.
Evasion successful. I found something. Reapers eluded. Faster than light jump successful.
Ooh, I'm about to get 8.
Evasion successful. Signal confirmed.
A lot of Volus.
Reapers eluded. Faster than light jump successful.
Alrighty.
I found something. Evasion successful. Signal confirmed.
Here's Feros.
Reapers eluded.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so one last place to go to. And then I can go to where that Cerberus airship base is. Really? I'm surprised. It's an area that can't be touched by Reapers. So obviously it means I have to come back here later. Or I hope that's what that means.
faster than light jump successful.
Okay, might not be able to go do anything there yet, which is surprising.
For $1 trillion.
Well, that's kind of loud. Yeah, that's fine. Let's take these two together.
Commander, the enemy has a strategic advantage in this sector thanks to the fighter squadron facility you're about to attack. We want to seize it, but their air defenses are too strong for a frontal assault. Losses would be too cost prohibitive.
How do you want me to handle this?
Go in the back, bring down their defenses so we can send in the troops. Good luck, Commander.
I have visual contact. There's a small platform above the main landing pad. I can drop you there, but it's gotta be now.
Let's do it. Keep an eye out for the command center.
The enemy has returned.
Welcoming committee is down for the count, Commander.
Let's find that control center. Damn it. This'll take a while.
Commander, you've got enemies inbound and we can't wait. Someone's gotta get those defenses down ASAP.
Javik, take the controls.
Save some of them for me.
Be ready, Commander. You're gonna get swarmed. Commander, I've been flushed from cover. Retreating to minimum safe distance.
No problem. Cortez, get out of there.
We'll wait for your all clear, then relay to the strike force.
Warning.
This machine just cut all communications.
Just bring down their defenses. We'll worry about that later.
Commander, shutdown requires a synchronized command.
Defense system deactivated. General Order 7/7 triggered. Establish contingency defenses.
Commander, the enemy is deploying to the landing pad.
And that's where we need to go. Cortez, I read you. Come in.
Proximity alert. Deploying armed response.
Atlas! Give it everything you got.
Take that, asshole!
Anyone wounded?
That shouldn't matter.
Copy that, Lieutenant.
This was a major victory, Commander. A crippling blow to Cerberus operations in this sector. Now all we have to do is maintain control of the facility.
Cerberus won't make that easy.
And we won't make it easy on them. Thanks to you, we can use their own defenses against them. Tell your team they did good, Commander. You should be proud.
Thank you, sir.
That's all. Hack it out.
Bless you. Okay, so with that being done, we're going to go ahead and save on this last act of 2, seeing as the game is for the movie to act. Excuse me, act 3.
Liara, you had something you wanted to discuss in my cabin?
Yes, I'll be right up.
Mm-hmm.
Come on in.
Thank you. Could we sit? I've been thinking about the knowledge we gathered on the Reapers, and how easily it could be lost again. So, I put a plan in motion to preserve things for the future.
What's this?
A record of the galaxy. Information on the Reapers, relays, different cultures, and blueprints of the Crucible. But there's one entry I wanted your opinion on.
Which one?
Your own. I'd be honored to have your input. How would you like history to remember you?
50,000 years is a long time for a computer to sit around.
Please, I was an archaeologist. I know what I'm doing. I'm encasing these records in time capsules and seeding copies on multiple planets. And while it's not foolproof, the VI I'm installing has every translation and linguistics program I could find.
So it's an information guide like Vigil on Ilos?
Yes. I've been preparing it for some time.
And it will be a privilege to guide the future discoverers of these records. Have you decided what you would like Dr. T'Soni to write in your entry, Commander?
You know me well enough to fill in the blanks, Liara.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'd like it to be your call.
All right. Let's begin with the fact that Earth's most famous officer was born and raised in space. The commander was also a skilled engineer, the best the Alliance ever offered in battle, in fact. She was a soldier and a leader, one who made peace where she could. And it was a privilege to know her.
Careful this doesn't sound like a diary.
I can't help myself. You're a good friend, Shepard.
Friend?
You've been there for me too, Liara.
No, I haven't. I wish I could have joined you back on Ilium.
You made up for it.
Well, I suppose I did just write your name in the stars.
Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and save the game. I'm gonna take a brief break before I go ahead and start Act 3, where it transitions the game over after you do go to the Citadel. I do hope that I have talked to Thane enough, because it will make an impact on how well it progresses. It does not change some story-written plots the creators wanted to have, but at least it does help with how the story progresses. Okay, now that is done, as I always end, excuse me, as I always end the streams, I do want to say, always remember, bad publicity is good publicity. And all comments and reviews or remarks left on videos would be taken with a grain of salt, but they would be read extensively. What that means is you are able to leave what you want as comments or remarks, and I will not take them personally, but I at least let you know that I do read and would be reading any and everything that is left. The only other thing that I am going to do before we do close this out, I believe I am going to go back to, this armor. Which one has, okay, these two sets don't have what I'm looking for. Now, it does give a pretty good roundabout of a lot of good coverages, along with some of the stuff that you get from scanning planets that you're able to get as additionals. Probably I'm going to go back to this armor until something else becomes unlocked for me. Because as of right now, yeah, the only thing that was good about this was the weapon damage, because this actually allows you to do up to 25%. And this is only 10 and 10. But it also does cover ammo, your power, shield, and shield regen and shields. But because I have the offset scanned points from getting upgrades with Liara, they do actually add into that.
Have we found any new engineers for the...
5 ex-Sonax Industries scientists who attempted to reverse engineer Prothean
So as of right now, 10% extra damage with weapons, and then 5% on recharge speed, power damage, shields. Oh, 10% on power recharge. I wish they put them in order. That's so crazy.
Scientist amnesty and an invitation.
Right away.
So now I'm going to resave, and now the video will end until I do come back to recap going into the next act. Thank y'all again. Have a wonderful now afternoon. I'll see y'all in a little bit.